Hello and welcome back to Sharin no Kuni. We're continuing now and we will see what we will see when we reach the top of the wall which we climbed with our bare hands and somehow managed to get up, and something happened to all of them because they haven't responded. So this can turn out to be really heavy despair again. The only guess I have is that Hoizuki came back to his senses or escaped somehow and knew where we were attempting to go. So, okay, ... Before long, his hand grabbed something steady. He was bathed in light. A meadow opened up before my eyes as I exited the cliff. It smelled the same as it had 7 years ago. Yes, 7 years ago. I had been picked up at this very spot 7 years ago. And just like 7 years ago, Hoizuki Masaomi was standing there. Well, was an easy guess, wasn't it? Well, fuck me. I surveyed the situation. My senses were ready to give out on me at any moment. A military helicopter sat in front of me. Next to it was a tent, presumably the one Isuno had prepared. Natsumi and the rest lay scattered on the ground. So he had gotten here before us. I wanted to speak, but my mouth wouldn't open. Nice going, pups. I guess I should have killed you after all. I spared your fucking life. I could have killed you on the spot. And now you hurt my friends again? Well, his friends, not really mine, but you know what I mean. Oni-chan gasped, still on my back. Hoizuki gazed silently at me. What did his eyes desire from me? I had pulled the rug out from under him in the prison after all. Did he intend to capture me? Or maybe just kill me? So you managed to climb that wall. His voice was filled with admiration. I see. So you managed to climb it. I see. He nodded again and again, confirming it for himself. You knew that a bleak future awaited you, and yet you advanced steadily forward. Hoizuki cast his eyes downward. He sighed pensively. There is nothing more that I can teach you. Huh? You broke me in the prison, and now you are separating from me. That is all. Morita, let me just ask you just one thing. After this, will you challenge this country with your sister? Or will you spend your days happily with Hinata and the others, wanting for nothing? Hoizuki's eyes were unusually peaceful. closed my eyes and searched for the answer to what would be my teacher's final question for me. What I desired was to... I spoke? Who knows? I haven't decided yet. My lips ached, but I had to speak. I spoke a little bit too uninjured. More importantly, I'm pretty hungry. Can we save the difficult stuff for later? Hoizuki spoke, understanding my thoughts.
ふざけた返事だな。
A flippant answer. He threw something in my direction. It was the memory stick that he had taken from me. Wait! What? Okay, that... What? He just let us go? He will just leave us now. So this was all a test, more or less. He wanted to see how determined I am and he wanted to see how strong I became under his tutoring or what. And now he would let me just go? Because his teaching is over? And even gives back the memory stick, which inhabits the power to throw over the country if used right. Why? I was surprised.
わからん。
I do not know. He spoke calmly and turned his back on me.
三郎の遺産は息子に返さなければな。
I just thought I should return Saburu's inheritance to his son. He walked off in a dignified fashion. His back approached the helicopter. His hand went toward his breast. Hoizuki flung his wrist to the side. Something sparkled in mid-air, then vanished into the greenery.
終わったわね。
It's over. Yeah. For the time being, everyone seems to be safe.
動ける。
Can you move? Enough to tell everyone that we made it, at least.
そう。
I see. I felt her breath against my ear. Her warmth filled my body. I began to feel very tired. Wow, just now?
少しだけ眠らない？
Want to sleep for a little bit? a little bit?
そう。少しだけ目を閉じてみんなと一緒に休みましょう。
Yeah, a little bit. Let's close our eyes and rest with everyone. Wait, are they unconscious on the ground? Or did he just I mean, what would have happened if he wouldn't have managed to climb the wall? What would have happened then? If you say so. I nodded groggily.
おやすみ、ケン。よく頑張ったわね。
Good night, Ken. You really hung in there. Good night, Oni-chan. We shut our eyes at the same time. It didn't matter that Oni-chan and I had been on death's doorstep. It didn't matter that the Sunflower Girls had obtained their freedom. And it wouldn't matter what sort of reform swept through society. The sun would continue to rise on the real country. It was so natural that it was irritating and yet endearing. You are fucking kidding me right now! What? Wait, this is it? No. No way. Come on. I know this is the happy ending and stuff, but what is that for an ending? Okay, the ending is not bad. I mean, they are outside the cave, they managed to escape and everything, but this ending feels like every choice I made hasn't really mattered at all. The only choice that lured me into a bad ending was that one choice I had with Sachi. That one choice led to a bad ending. And all the other things seemed to have no impact whatsoever. I know how hard it is to tailor your choices into the whole novel thing. But is there a different ending, or isn't that even the ending yet and the game is just trolling me and I have to wait now for the credits to roll? I mean, the story was great, even though it had some plot holes. Well, namely the one that Hoizuki could have set some guards outside instead of just going in there alone. That they could have tried to overwhelm him the first time he came in with the belt and stuff like that. But still, it was a great journey. I have to admit, it was a lot of fun to read that. A lot of aching things, a lot of hardships and fields, and the back and forth in the timelines and so on were great and immersed quite a lot. But still, that ending was a little bit anticlimactic, at least from my perspective. I mean, yeah, he climbed a wall with his bare fingers and he could die at any moment, but it didn't happen. He did it! And Hoizuki was there and gave everything back to him. And what's happening now? This is not even worth an episode! I mean, it's only 12 minutes! I cut it off at the last few seconds! Nice picture, I really enjoyed that one. So, what Akabe Softo 2? Great. I like your novels, but this ending was a little bit too weird. I mean, look at this. My mouse is still there. Oh, what? Hoizuki? Oh, good. I thought it would be done. Oh, God. Hoizuki and the security police withdrew, and so the town returned to peace. I had decided to spend my life with Sachi. She practically jumped for joy when I told her that. 5 years have passed since that day. Truth be told, I was jumping for joy myself. Anyway, one of Sachi's paintings was chosen to receive a prize of considerable prestige. I hear it's actually one of the highest honors in the art world. Oh, this is quite the daring dress there. Oh, but look at that. Oh, it's a sunflower picture, of course. Oh, that looks cool. We were having a banquet to celebrate Sachi's victory. There were famous people from many different countries in attendance. Sachi yawned, standing in front of her painting, away from the hustle and bustle of the crowd.
なんか偉い人たちにたくさん囲まれて疲れちゃった。
Oh, being with all these big shots is kinda wearing me out. Congratulations! Your name's gonna go down in history.
私、超ビッグになったわけだよね。なんか実感湧かないな。
I'm going to be super big after this, huh? it still doesn't really feel real. Well, that's just how these things go.
世界を制覇したから、次は宇宙かな？魔界かな？
Wait, what? After I conquer the world, what's next? Space? Hell? Man, you never change. Why would you conquer the hell?
私は私だからね。
I am who I am. And that was part of her charm. The painting which had received the award was a representation of the symbol of justice, the sunflower. Sachi spent all of her time painting sunflowers. That sounds a little dull. Yes, all of her time. Ever since Mana left.
どうしたの？得意のシリアス？
What's wrong? Your trademark seriousness is showing. I could say the same to you. I started staring into her eyes.
何？
What? Every now and then, Sachi would get this pained expression on her face, in contrast to her usual smile.
なんだよなんだよ。
What is it? What is it? Nothing. Anyway, congratulations. I had been desperately searching for Mana for the past 5 years. Oh, you couldn't find her in 5 years? You had 5 years, for fuck's sake. Worst case scenario, you could have asked Koizuki about it. I spared no expense. I employed every connection available to me. Oh, I even asked Koizuki about it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I still had not been able to locate her. Oh, come on! I wanted Mana to be back.
どうもどうも、光弘です。サチでいいですよ。
Oh, wait. Mitsuhiro? Wait, he's Kenichi Mitsuhiro, right? So they married? Oh, okay. Yeah, he said he would spend the rest of his life, so it would be obvious that they marry at some point. In 5 years of relationship. Ah, hello there. I'm Mitsuhiro. You can just call me Sachi. The sound of Sachi exchanging greetings with one of the guests snapped me out of my reverie.
素晴らしい絵ですね。
You got to be fucking kidding me. Yes! Oh man. Coincidences happen so many times. But she's grown up now. I can't do her little girl voice now.
素晴らしい絵ですね。
This is quite the beautiful painting.
いやー、まだちょっと引き締められたかなって思ってるんだけどね。
Yeah, well, I think I could still tighten it up a little bit, to be honest. God, hey, don't act so friendly, Sachi.
構いませんよ。
I don't mind. She looked quite young. Yeah, that's Mana. It's obviously Mana. Look at her bright red eyes and her hair color and hairdo. This is Mana. Given her age, however, she carried herself in a rather dignified fashion.
本当に文句のつけようもありませんね。
I honestly cannot find anything to complain about with this picture. And her eyes were abnormally radiant. Excuse me, but who might you be, ma'am? Even Kenichi is too dumb to recognize her. The woman answered me with a smile.
とある南方の国の王室首席秘書官をしております。
I serve as the head secretary for the royal family in a country to the south. To the south? I felt myself frowning.
実は今日お忍びで参りました。
Actually, I had to sneak out to come here today. The royal family of a country to the south. Not even the most underhanded information dealers were capable of investigating the palace.
っていうか、お名前なんていうの？友達になろうよ。
That's Sachi for you. They only exchanged a few words and now she asks this. Hey, what's your name? Let's be friends. Of course. After, okay. And then the woman smiled again. She laughed from the bottom of her heart.
何が受けたの？
What was so funny? Well, you are already friends.
私はアンテリアムとマヌーと申します。
Wait, what? My name is Anteriam Dumuanu. Oh, sorry if I butchered that.
投げー！
It's freaking long! You must be from a pretty prominent family if you have a middle name.
いえいえ、とんでもない。後付けでいただいたんですよ。もともと戸籍も身分証もない奴隷のような身分でしたから。
Oh, please let it dawn on him finally. The suspense is killing me. Oh no, not at all. I was actually assigned this name later in life. I began as more of a slave than anything else. I had no family register or identification papers. I see. You are so young. It must have been rough. Yeah, she really must have had a hard time.
本当に、ケンイチも変わりませんね。
You haven't changed at all, Kenichi. And now, the penny should finally drop.
知り合い？まさかの愛人？
Wait, what? You know her? Don't tell me she's your mistress. Why would you think that? I ignored Sachi and asked the woman a question. And what brings you here today? It would be a better idea to ask her about today specifically.
こんな日が来るのを信じていましたから。それだけを夢見て、今まで生き抜いてきましたから。
I believed that this day would come for a long time. That's why I was able to make it to where I am today.
逆に言えば、この日が来なければ、私はずっとあなたたちと会うつもりはありませんでしたよ。
Well, that said, I decided to never see you again if this day didn't come. That was pretty harsh.
なんか二人だけで盛り上がってるよ。ま、いっか。
How can no one realize it yet that is freaking Mana? Come on! You can't give me that bullshit! You can't tell me that you don't have a picture of her every day and you can look at it. I mean, the resemblance is not to be mistaken. You sure seem to be enjoying yourselves. Well, whatever. Sachi pointed at the woman.
名前長いから、その辺適当でいいかな。
Uh-oh. Don't tell me that the penny will fall now. Your name's pretty long, Wait, your name's pretty long, so... Do you mind if I shorten it a bit?
アンテリー、なんか微妙。
Antony? Nah, that sounds kinda weird. And then she finally realized it. She gasped. Finally. Sachi asked her tentatively, yet expectantly.
マナ？
Mana didn't give her a chance to say anything else.
そうだよ、お姉ちゃん。
That's right, One-chan.
嘘、マジで？
No way! Seriously?
マナ。 ちゃんに会いに来たんだよ。
Wait, that's now it's a little girl voice. Mana, I wanted to see you so badly, Oni-chan. She spoke inarticulately, just as she had so long ago. Her voice shook Sachi to her very foundations. Oh god. She started to tremble. Sachi had put everything she had into painting for the sake of this day. And only painted sunflowers. Boy, that never got boring?
会いたかったよ。お姉ちゃん。
I missed you so much, Oni-chan.
やっぱりマナの言った通りだね。
See? It's just like I said. Oh god, Sachi's crying. A thin stream of tears poured down her cheek. She abandoned any notion of restraint. Sachi walked on shaky legs toward Mana. She was still able to form words somehow. Mana's beautiful face was wet with tears as well. I watched over the sisters' reunion, pleased without end. The two girls who had separated from each other in the sunflower field were now embracing one another once more.
マナのお姉ちゃんはすごいんだよ。
Oh my god! Such a cute picture! Oh, she looks quite little again in this one. Mana's Oni-chan is amazing! God, it's blinding me. Finn! Oh, good! Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that ending. That seems to be a good ending, but what would interest me? I mean, she has to go back because she's the secretary, so... Isn't this reunion short-lived? Or maybe they can visit her now? I mean... Oh, look at that. Wait. Did the title change? There's no such thing as society. What does that mean? What do you mean there's no such thing as society? Is that the end? Yeah, that was the end. I can't even skip that. Okay, anyway, that concludes Sharin no Kuni. We finished it. I finished it. We finished it, and it was great. I mean, it had really. I'm lost for words actually. As I said, I really liked it. I mean, really. And I got through with it. So, yeah. Double thumbs up for that, maybe? In any case, I said I wanted to announce something when I reached the end of Sharin no Kuni. And that would be a certain thing. How do I put this the best? I would say I put it like this. Maybe you remember the visual novel Ji Senjo no Mao. So, I investigated a little bit more, and I found something out which I despise in video games the most. The Steam version of Ji Senjo no Mao is censored. They cut out certain contents and pictures of it. I don't care what pictures it was. I don't care about those things. But censoring just to sell the game at a high price on a different platform. This is something that shouldn't be. This is something I hate the most. So, what I decided is, I have a copy of Ji Senjo no Mao, which is not the Steam version. It's an uncensored version I acquired. And since this statement I read on Steam that we are not allowed to go past chapter 1. Well, I would say, fuck that. And I even, I put it even in the forum, and someone responded, yeah, this applies to the Steam version. I know that's only a far-stretched thing to say. I mean, it's basically still the same thing, and it would be weird to differentiate between that. But the fact that it is not the Steam version I played, and the fact that they censored something out of it just to make more money out of it on Steam, that's something I really, really hate. I'm all for support developers who do a good job. I'm all for it. But I don't want to restrain me from an experience and a reaction for you for the sake of a let's play of an amazing novel. So, what I basically want to say is, for those two facts, that I don't play the Steam version, and that is where the restriction is applied to, and for the fact that they censored the game on Steam, which is something I condemn, I think that's the right word, that is the reason for me to resume the visual novel of Ji Senjo no Mo. I mean, I'm just a really, really little light on YouTube right now. And I have a really comfy little fan base now. Which expanded a little bit even over the past few days. And yeah, for this reason, there is no way that I could get punished for that. And as I said, even if that would happen, I wouldn't really care. Because what I care about is censorship. And censorship is applied to most of the time to the wrong things. I mean, you buy something with no age restriction because you expect something to have into it that classifies it as such. And only to censor something so you don't have an age restriction, or just to get it on a platform that has weird guidelines because they are so afraid of nudity and everything sexual content related. And then there are things like Akiba Stripped and other things that are on Steam. And what is even weirder is there are games on Steam that are censored, namely the Sakura things. I know the Sakura things are all edgy and stuff, and the story is pretty bland at all. But they even offer a patch afterwards when you buy it on Steam, so that you have the uncensored version. And as of my research with Ji Senjo no Mo, there's no such thing. So yeah, that's something I can maybe acknowledge a little bit more, but still. As I said, I'm not playing the game just for the sake of knowing what the story is. I play it for the reaction, and that others can enjoy it with me, and that others even, maybe this is a little bit narcissistic? I don't know, but for some reason I enjoy and other people enjoy watching other people play something they played already, to see the reaction of what they thought and how startled are they at certain plot twists. And I also have to say that in Ji Senjo no Mo there's a true ending, and I want to acquire that true ending, and if I can't do it on my first try, I look up what decisions I have to do on the second try. But that's my reasoning behind it, and I hope you think that my reasoning is good from a moral standpoint and not maybe from a legal law right standpoint. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like to become a knight, and I will hopefully see you then in the next visual novel. So yeah, stay tuned for that.